Hey, my trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. A few of you have asked for updates concerning if Marsau settled with Zen Gardens because y'all said that y'all saw a video where he said he settled, he'll be working with them in the future. So I went checking. I've been checking, and that's been like, what, 2 weeks since I feel like y'all asked me that. I still don't see where the court acknowledges a settlement between Scholt, aka Marsau and Tisha, and Zen Gardens. I do not see a settlement. And I also just want to remind y'all that there was one where Zen Gardens actually was asking the court to stay all proceedings, meaning like I would say, I'm gonna say for me in layman's terms, like pause, stop, because they were reaching a settlement. That was back, I think, in October 2023. I'm guessing on timelines, but I think it was October 2023. And then the same day, they came back like a few hours later and they were like, we misunderstood. Please continue the court proceedings. Let them keep going. So again, I hope that Zen Gardens doesn't settle because the things that Scholt said that Zen Gardens didn't do properly, you can't you can't say that about us when you, to me, in my opinion, when they knowingly misrepresented that they would even have the skilled people on the job to do the work in the first place for Zen Gardens when they, you know what I mean? So, and again, you can go back and watch. I have a whole Zen Gardens playlist so you can get the details, including Marsau's famous "I do not recall" deposition. So I hope, I don't know if they're in talks because we can't see the in talks part unless they file again, like ask the court, can they stay all court proceedings because they're in talks of settlement? And I didn't see that either this time. So I don't know if they're officially in talks for settlement or not, but I can tell you that nothing has officially been entered that they have settled. I can tell you that much. And then I'll just refresh your memory on the last thing that Zen Gardens filed, which was early February of this year. And y'all can let me know what you think in the comments. Zen Gardens asked to file a supplemental brief to make sure that their argument was included about what they were saying on why they were contesting the summary judgment and other things. And I'll just refresh your memory. I won't do the whole brief again. I'll put a link in the description box if you would like to see the full document of what Zen Gardens' argument was on why they should file the supplemental brief. But here is just enough to get us on the same page because the court has come back with a decision based on Zen Gardens' request. Please also just watch the other Zen Gardens videos to get caught up. There is a lot of information and I'm not going to be able to go through all of it in this video. So the main part of Zen Gardens' argument as to why they wanted to add a supplemental brief to their original argument is that when on October 2nd, 2023, Zen Gardens submitted its opposition to Scholt's motion. In its brief, Zen Gardens addressed Scholt's argument above and conceded that to the extent its negligence and other counterclaims were premised on a contractual duty, it could not recover that against Scholt. However, in that concession, Zen Gardens did not cede or give in that Alabama law generally imposed no duty care on Scholt as a builder. So although Zen Gardens apparently may have felt they did not have a strong argument for negligence, they never conceded that that also meant that the Alabama law did not protect them. This is future trending here. I want to correct myself. I meant to say that Zen Gardens is still arguing negligence, but they are citing an Alabama law in their supplemental brief. So I apologize for that confusion. So it says absent two was any concession that Scholt's failures were limited to a failure to perform just solely based on a contractual obligation, i.e. general nonfeasance. Through sheer unintentional omission, the undersigned neglected to include further argument on Scholt's contentions in his opposition. Counsel only just realized this omission. On February 2nd, 2024, the court did issue an order in response to Zen Gardens' motion to file their supplement brief. In that order is stated, this action is before the court on the motion of defendant Zen Gardens LLC for leave to file a supplemental brief document number 44. Upon consideration, the motion is granted. Defendant is directed to file the brief no later than February 7th, 2024, done and ordered the second day of February 2024. So the court has allowed them to enter that argument into their opposition brief, that they are allowed to also argue that Scholt did not operate properly under Alabama law when it came to no duty care. So that is in, and therefore, since the court had not ruled on anything yet, that will be considered, because on February 6th, and they had until February 7th, Attorney Rogers, I call him Mr. Rogers because I think about the show, Attorney Rogers filed the brief. So it has a new filing date for February 6th to show that they filed it before their deadline of February 7th. And so that argument will be in court along with everything else. And I will keep you updated. Talk to you later. Bye. I've been taking my time, taking all of your time, taking all